Sorry about that, guys. Looks like the my internet blimped out there for a minute. I do apologize about that. I can't help that shit when that happens. At least I didn't do it during my picks like I did a few weeks ago. Otherwise, that does get annoying with my internet on occasions. But I did pause it so you didn't miss much. If you want to see how I was able to rack up the scoreboard, just go to the first part of this video. But in case if you don't want to do that, let's go to stats real quick for you guys. Scoring summary, pretty much is how it's gone. In the first half, I got a 40. There was a touchdown pass from Zach Wilson to Julio Jones. Tucker kicked a 54-yard field goal. Gordon got a 2-yard rushing touchdown. Then Picard got a 2 rushing yard touchdown, and then Kelsey got a 30-yard touchdown from Wilson. In the second quarter, Gordon got his second run at 10. Kyle Rudolph got his next touchdown. And then, of course, we had Gordon get one as well. So Gordon's at 3, and so is our quarterback, Zach Wilson. Why does that always fuck me over? God damn it, the scream kills me. I swear that the screen pass always kills me for some reason. Oh, Montgomery's hurt. So it's all imitating life. Because he's out for Chicago. Ah, damn it, Gronk. Son of a bitch. Fuck you, Gronk, you bastard. By the way, Mr. Jones is back from MIB headquarters. This is part 2 of the video because the stream, my internet went out for a bit on the first part, but in case you missed anything, it is my Cowboys leading 52-0, but the Giants are in the red zone right now. But they did just lose the running back, ironically enough, lose the Chicago Bears running back, McGarkley. So it's kind of, he got injured. It was like all imitating life. It looks like a leg injury. Oh, yep, it's an MCL sprain, so he probably won't be back. Oh, wow. They actually have Josh Gordon, but he got hurt. He has a groin tear. He's out for the season. Did not know that. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny if that's what happens to Josh Gordon on Sunday against the Bills? Everyone's gonna be like, it's my fault. If that's the case, I would like to have money. Alright, I gotta call a timeout because I would actually like to have the ball back. Sounds like you're getting ready to leave MIB headquarters. Wait, your headquarters has a gym? Ah, you lost. Oh. I almost blocked the 3 points, so the Giants got 3 points on that drive. So it's 52-3, but I got 41 seconds left to get to get in field goal range or a touchdown. And since I got Justin Tucker as my kicker, that could be a good thing. Timeout, timeout. Play a little bit with the clock. Ah, incomplete. Damn it, Fuller, you were supposed to catch that. Ah, I couldn't get a field goal off in time. Shit. You got lucky, Giants. I wasn't able to get more points on the board. But let's take a look at those halftime stats. Giants have 40 passing yards, 16 rushes, and no good shit. Hey, Kirk Cousins finally won a game in my fantasy mode. Ironically enough, it was Washington beating the Saints. Over in Arizona, Cardinals are leading the 49ers 21-10. And lastly, in North Carolina, oh my damn! The Eagles beat the Panthers 45-21, and the Panthers are 0-5. Thank you, Coachman. Now go away. No one wants to talk to you, Jonathan Coachman. Now can the Giants actually get some more points? That's the question. Because what they kept doing was the screen pass, and apparently I suck at stopping that. Oh wow, they actually put McGarkley back out there. You know, he's got a sprained. If he ends up getting crippled, it's not my fault. It wasn't my fault. And it's picked off by number 58 of the Cowboys, and touchdown Dallas. It's now 59-3. Hooray! Of course, we're still waiting to see who wins the baseball game. And the game is over. The Dodgers beat the Cardinals 3-1. So the Dodgers will be moving on to the next round. So that means if you watched my wild card predictions on Tuesday morning, I actually got both of them right in Major League Baseball. I'm 2-0 in the MLB playoffs. That'll probably be the best I do. Giants are playing like the Houston Texans. Wait, flag? For what? Oh, fuck you, refs. I didn't... Oh, I hate that stupid roughing the passer call. You can't hit the quarterback anymore. It's that's the thing. It's hard to get sacks now because if the quarterback throws the ball right before he gets hit, someone should call that roughing the passer. I'm like, how the hell do you expect the 300-pound man to stop running? Sacked him that time, that son of a bitch. Do. Let's go, Cowboys. And they're going to say I hit the quarterback again after the ball was thrown, aren't they? Oh, come on, again? Is it the same player who just hit him? Yeah, no, it was actually, damn. 2 up in the passes they've thrown on my ass. Fuck you, refs. Are you that mad I put up that many points? This might be one time I don't put in the backup quarterbacks on offense and running backs because Giants have stopped me on the running. Oh, there's an interception by 58 again. Von Miller's like, I am having a great time here today. Thank you, Von Miller, for proving once again why you are awesome. And there goes Gordon. So you're going to become TJ Combo? Close enough. Close enough. Ah. Okay, you don't want to script leg day. But nope. We're gonna let Orsaf for the third rest because he's got elbow burnitis, whatever the hell that is. But it said elbow burnitis. I've never heard of burnitis. Do they mean elbow bruising, maybe inside the bone or something? Yeah, I'm just gonna let him rest and the rest of the game. Well, I'm winning 66-30. Are the Giants going to be the first team to hold me under 100 points? That would be the poetic justice, wouldn't it? Every game I've had so far, I've scored 100 points, and then when I play the Giants, the bane of my existence. Every time I've done these kind of videos, they always either hold me under 100 points or injure one of my players and put them out for the year. And it's picked off again. Goff cannot stop throwing me the ball. All right, Golden Tate, let's get you that touchdown. They left Golden Tate wide open. You can't do that to Golden Tate, son. Golden Tate just too good. That'd actually be kind of fun. Ooh. I'd say Attitude Era. Gunning through, being honest, he'd be a part of the new gen. He'll take on King Mabel. He was in the Hulk Hogan era too for... And the Rockers, since the Rockers were somewhat around at that time, surprisingly. Marty Jannetty, we'll just say that I fell asleep. Get up, Marty Jannetty. Yeah. Again. We got to get him to hook up with one of the Nitro girls. Ah, shit. No! No one wants that. No NWO. No GX. It'd just be called the Click. We should have just had Shawn Michaels hook up with Sonny. Nothing would change. Yep. Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice to see in their youth. Yep, the Click, baby. Yay, I sacked Jared Goff this time again. No. Come on, Tate, you got this. I only got passed to the 50. Damn. Oh well. Still got to make sure Larry Fitzgerald gets a touchdown today. Yeah, they might have. Oh, they might have went back to ECW. Yeah. Damn. I got the first down, but man, the Giants do not want me to get another touchdown. They are literally trying their best to make sure I don't get another one. Wait, flag, uh-oh. That touchdown's not going to stand, is it? Illegal touching? Fuck you, bastards. Illegal touching. Fuck you. I never even heard of a... There we go. Smith got his touchdown. Yay. Now I only need 2 more touchdowns to get to 100 points. Can I do it? Can I get 2 more touchdowns in the game? I know Mr. Jones is like, yeah, it's a guarantee. Just like if you pay a hook, if you buy a hooker for $1.99, you're gonna get crabs, and we don't mean Mr. Krabs. Let's see. So I still got to get one more pass to Kyle Rudolph. Yeah, look at this. All my tight ends. Travis Casey's got 4 catches, 119 yards, and 1 TD. Lee Smith's got 75 yards and a TD. And Kyle Rudolph, 3 catches, 1 TD for 118 yards. The Giants, I'll give them credit. They have been able to stop the run. I do have a few rushing touchdowns, I think 6. But not a lot of rushing yards, if that makes sense, because I've had to do a lot of passes to get near the red zone to actually start running the ball good. And I will say this in this stream, guys. If you remember last year when Cowboys had a bye week and I didn't play that week, we actually did something a little crazy for the picks that week. And I'm going to bring that back for this year. So when we get to week 7 week, which is when my team is off, what we're going to do is, when we make our picks, let's say, I don't know if they play against each other this in week 7 or not, but it's the Eagles against the Colts, all right? I pick the Colts, and Dave picks the Colts, and you pick the Colts. What I would then do in my fantasy franchise would mark it as the Colts win. Now, let's say hypothetically Niners and Bills. You and me pick the Bills, but Dave picks the 49ers. Well, because it's a 2-to-1 vote, I will pick the Bills to win that week in my fantasy franchise. So week 7, not only are we picking in real life, but whoever we pick in real life, they will get the W guaranteed in my franchise to shake things up a bit. It's going to, as Vince McMahon would say, it's time to shake things up. Which will be interesting because that could be teams who have not won in in my franchise might finally get a win. Or teams that have already dominated will. So it's gonna be interesting. That week 7. End of the third quarter. It's 87-30. I don't know. They got to get 100 points. I got to try to win this game by 100, and the Giants are making it difficult. Oh wow, the Jets beat the Atlanta Falcons in London in my thing. Heh. The 4-1 Lions beat the 2-3 Vikings. It's sad, the Lions in this are actually a great fucking team. What's funny is the Ravens in this fantasy thing have not won a game yet. Which is kind of funny to me. I don't remember. I'm going to have to look. Panthers haven't won either. I know Washington apparently they got the first win in this week against with Kirk Cousins as the quarterback. So I guess that's a good thing for them, I guess. Couldn't make the pass there. Yeah, Kirk Cousins and Washington beat the New Orleans Saints, and the Saints have Josh Allen. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, Kyle Rudolph's got his 4th catch of the game. Alright, time to get Will Fuller his touchdown catch of the day. Oh fuck, I had to get rid of that quick. Giants decided to blitz and send everybody. Yes, because I'm batshit and crazy. And Will Fuller gets his touchdown. Yay! Now it's 94-3. No, I'm going to be pissed if the Giants somehow hold me to field goals in the next 2 possessions, right? It's like 99-3. I'm going to be so pissed. I think I broke the announcers because the game's in Dallas, but they said the Giants were the home team. Bengals beat the Packers, so that could be a good omen for you and Dave. And they actually got D. Jones on their team. Fourth and inches. And Denver beat Pittsburgh. Honestly, Denver beat Pittsburgh. Oh, Denver's got Lamar Jackson as the quarterback. So he's not in Baltimore in my mode. Steelers got Matthew Stafford. Well, that explains everything. I don't mean to sound like an asshole or anything, but that does explain that. Oh, maybe a little.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now. And as we analyze how he's getting it, that's what really becomes fun.
And Golden Tate caught a pass again. That's not a surprise. We got Bell in now instead of Gordon. And Le'Veon Bell gets a touchdown. Oh, at least all my normal running backs, my top 2 running backs and my fullback got touchdowns today. But I don't think Gordon got 100 yards, did he? I need to check. Because if he didn't get 100 yards, I think that would be this is the first game I did get 100 rushing yards with at least one player. No, okay, Gordon got 114. He barely got it. Funny thing is, since I play the Patriots next week, I got to see who they have on this thing. Because they just got their first win of the season as well in my fantasy mode. Raiders are beating the Bears 31-7. Jesus Christ. Who do the Raiders have? Oh, Raiders have Baker Mayfield. Okay. I think that explains that, doesn't it? Arizona's barely beating San Francisco. And intercepted by number 9 again. Alright, well, we may as well let Le'Veon Bell get another touchdown. Why not? They didn't even attempt to tackle Le'Veon Bell there. They were just like, fuck it, we're going to let him score. Ah, 2 more rushing touchdown for Bell, and he hits his season goal for the year. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Arizona's leading 24-17. Russell Wilson plays for the 49ers. Holy sh... So he didn't go that far from this. And it's picked off again by number 9. Jared Goff literally was so afraid of getting sacked, he just threw the ball away and it got picked off. I wanted to get the ball to Larry Fitzgerald. Shit, I need to see what number he is so I can remember. Larry Fitzgerald needs a touchdown. He's a good person. He loves his mama. Yeah, he's like Mr. T. Now everyone's gonna just think about that Hall of Fame ceremony. You know what said? Probably will never be remembered for fighting at WrestleMania 1. He's either going to be remembered for that speech or fighting Kellen Sullivan at Starrcade. Yeah. I know, I have problems. Alright, Larry Fitzgerald's number 12. Why do I always remember the bad shit? 'Cause it's me.
Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can...
Where is number... I need number 12 out there, you assholes. There he is, Larry Fitzgerald. Come on down. It's time for you to get a touchdown.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
At least a catch or two. Get in there, Larry.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
He's like, I'm finally on a winning team.
Advantage as they cash in for 6. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win.
It amazes me. In my franchise, in my fantasy franchise, the Jets are 4-1. How the hell is that possible?
We're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they've
Yeah, it has to be. That explains the Lions being 4-1, and they got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Offense. They unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, that's interesting. Apparently the Giants in my thing started 2-0 and then have been on a now an official 3-game losing streak. Oh, still doing better than the real life Giants. Goff, are you kidding me? He did it again. Number 9, Jackson has picked the ball off now 5 times, and it's all been in the 4th quarter. Jesus. I think it's time to say this. Can we the Giants just bench your fucking quarterback? Okay, Bell, here you go. Get another touchdown, since apparently they don't want to stop me running the scoreboard up anymore. I'd like to point out to anyone just tuning in, Bell has only played in the 4th quarter. He's got 2 touchdowns and at least 55 yards right now. About to be 3 touchdowns. Good lord. Here you go, Bell. And yeah, now he's gonna go do a TikTok video. And I'm trying not to intercept him, guys. I'm just trying to hit the quarterback, and he's so scared, I think, because he's been sacked so many. He's been sacked and fumbled it a few times. He's now just wants to get rid of the ball, but in doing so, it's causing oh my God. The Miami Dolphins in my franchise beat the Buccaneers. Well, what did you say that was? 52? I think we're at 52. And Cincinnati beat Green Bay. And Green Bay's got Patrick Mahomes. And Jared Goff throws another interception. Patrick Mahomes plays for the Packers, and they only got 1 win right now. Okay. Mr. Jones, would you like to take a guess who intercepted the ball and got it back for a touchdown on my defense? I'll give you a clue. He now plays for the Buccaneers. Yep. I think it's funny because he said in real life he would never play for the Cowboys. What do? I send him to my fucking team just to piss him off. Meanwhile, Cincinnati's 3-2. Patrick Mahomes. You would think the Packers would be a better team because they got Patrick Mahomes, but they only got one win. And the Bengals have D. Jones as their quarterback. So the streak continues with my franchise. The Packers are the worst team with every fantasy draft. Last year it was with Kaepernick. This year it's with Patrick Mahomes. Everybody hates Green Bay. And everybody hates Chris, but we don't know which Chris we're talking about. Oh my God. Number 9 gets his 6th interception in the his 6th interception, and it's a touchdown, no less. Who the fuck were you throwing that to? Golf. What the? The Giants have turned over the ball now 10 times. And here's the thing, before the 4th quarter, I was only able to get 3 turnovers defensively. I think the game just said, oh, time to wake up the Giants, the Dallas Cowboy defense. You get a pick, you get a pick, you get a pick. Everybody gets a pick. Hold on 1 second. Yeah? He's got it. I kind of figured he did.
But they can get through to Liberty where he's delivered.
Yeah.
I told him to send her first.
Thank you. Oh, that sucks. Hope my buddy Wicked, aka Brandon, hope you feel better, my friend. And Cleveland's barely beating the Chargers in my thing, 31-28. Browns have Sam Darnold as their quarterback. And the Chargers have Tom Brady. Oh my God, Sam Darnold could actually beat Tom Brady in this. Holy shit. If that happens, everybody gets laid. And Goff gets sacked. Now, I could be mean and get the ball back and get one more touchdown. Should I be that evil to the Giants, or just show some just take the win with and not be an asshole? Oh my God, he finally completed a pass. And it wasn't to my team. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a dick. I'm going to take a timeout, Leo. Time to put me the ball. Alright, Larry Fitzgerald, we're going to get you another touchdown because we love Larry Fitzgerald. He's great at everything he does. Once I find the exact playbook he's in. Empty Cowboy, got it. And Fitzgerald got it, and that's a touchdown. I think the Giants' defenses just gave up at this point.
So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And no team has been able to do that yet, because it's like right when I start getting interceptions and killing their quarterback in the first half, they give up.
From the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone.
Okay, let's squib kick it just to piss off them even more. Whee! Okay, Giants, you have a chance to get a touchdown here.
Time across the spotlight, Rob Gronkowski. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them.
Oh, please, that would have been funny as hell if I would have picked that off.
Entire game. You're going to get big catches. Your job is to keep them from being big time catches that bring
Jackson's like a shark in the water right now.
Second and 10. Goff.
And Goff gets sacked again. Let's go, Dallas. By the way, don't forget next week on Death Battle will be Randy Savage versus the Kool-Aid Man. Yeah, that is the. No, that is actually the next Death Battle. I am serious. It is Randy Savage versus the Kool-Aid Man. It's the special something episode. Here's the thing though, because I watched the thing for Kool-Aid Man today. Because yesterday they had the little preview for Savage, and then today was Kool-Aid Man. I hate saying this. I think Kool-Aid Man might actually win the match. Well, apparently in the trailer they showed for the Kool-Aid Man, apparently because he's somehow able to manipulate time, can fly in outer space, has magical powers thanks to all the Kool-Aid flavors and packets out there, and he's a sentient being, with or without the Kool-Aid. I'm like, oh god, Randy Savage is gonna die. Unless how somehow the Slim Jims make him powerful. And oh yeah... Oh, go ahead. Yeah, but apparently also one of Kool-Aid Man's special abilities, he can transform to be as big as Godzilla. I'm like, okay, that does it. Savage is dead.
They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Las Vegas. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. Raiders kick.
If Savage wins that, I'm going to be like, I want an explanation.
Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes in the W. This is taken at about the 14.
Anyway, we have 28 seconds left, so I want to get in field goal range and just kick a 3-pointer just to make it 146 to 3. Continue the burial.
They've seen their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
Alright, we're going to take a timeout. Let the clock keep getting down a little bit more. And take it there.
Now we'll get whistles and a signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Because I want to add 3 more points because I'm a dick.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
It's 146 to 30.
Thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control.
That puts Dallas 5-0 in the division. Giants 4-2-3. Washington and the Eagles got their first win this week in my fantasy franchise, so I have a big old fat ass lead.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
And incomplete. That's how the game ends. Jared Goff goes. Jared Goff 20-49, 89 yards, and he threw the ball through 10 interceptions.
Offensive explosion leading them to victory.
No, what led me to victory is what Jared Goff decided to do. What he's been doing in Detroit, doing nothing. So how many times did we actually... Dallas was able to get 10 takeaways on defense. Passing yards, 854 passing yards. Rushing yards, 231. Giants passing yards, 35 passing yards total. I literally murdered the Giants. Oh, God. But the funny thing is, that first quarter was not that good for me. I mean, I know something's like with Doug, he got 30-some-odd points. No, it was like, yeah, 30 points in the first quarter, but they actually held me to a field goal. The running game never really got clicking that well until, like, the second quarter. So I give the credit to the Giants. They played well that first quarter, and then they died. Alright, so let's sim ahead to see what happens up next week. See who we play the Patriots next week, but let's advance and see how the other teams did as well. Does feel good to know that I am 5-0 in my thing. Alright, so it looks like we got a lot of shit to do here a bit. Players of the week in week 5 for the AFC. Wow, the Chargers were for it again. Tom Brady, 4 touchdown passes, 485 yards, and T. Wyatt of the Dolphins. As far as for the NFC, Zach Wilson again for the Cowboys, and K. Jackson for getting 3 tackles, 6 interceptions, and returning one of them for a touchdown. When one player on your defense just gets 6 interceptions, I think that's pretty much a guaranteed win for you. Okay, let's take a look at this. Looks like we have 2 things, actually. Assistant GM, we may want to have to take a deeper look at running back Don Beadle. He's been standing out from other prospects in terms of his football IQ. Okay, that would be somebody I can draft in fantasy. Not fantasy, I mean in the draft. Perfect. Let me take a look at his tape and scouting report and see if he looks like a good fit. Prospect Buckeye. Consider scouting running back outside linebacker Don B. Okay, I'm going to have to look at him just to do that. So we'll do that in a second. We'll scout the players. But forecast. Okay, this is something new as well because usually they don't tell you the weather before the game. But it looks like it says forecast heavy rain. Discuss the offensive plan for the tough conditions. So it's, oh God, I gotta play a rainy game in New England? That could be a problem with my way where my offense is very pass heavy. Looks like it's going to be raining for the entire game this week and probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. I'm gonna say I should probably... Because here's the thing, passing the ball in the rain is not exactly the best idea. I'm going to run the ball a lot more than this week. That's usually what most pro teams do when it's raining or a lot, if it's the whole game. They try to run more than pass. Okay, you're grounded. Beat the Patriots and rack up at least 150 plus rushing yards. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, so now we're going to scout college players, and of course, we have to see, did Big Ben get signed or not? I'm sure that's going to be the question with us each week, isn't it? Did he get signed? Alright, now what was it? Okay, it was, there he is, it was his name. Alright, not really, he doesn't look like her, looks like he's an early 5th rounder. Alright, let's take a look at some right guards, because I am going to have to build up my right guards. You know, I don't plan on continuing this that long. Because usually it's like I would just do the one season just for fun. Because I've noticed most people stop caring about Madden pretty much right after the NFL season's over, if anyone's noticed. Alright, so it looks like I have actually having somebody return back from injury this week, alright? Returning from injury. Harrison Smith is available to play again. Well, if he's... Okay, so looks like we have our normal guy back at strong safety, but... Keelan Jackson's been playing well, though, the last few games, though. He's really played well. So, but Harrison Smith, hopefully you do well. It's sad, Keelan Jackson's from Alabama, so it's actually the first thing I would say nice about an Alabama player in my life. So let's see. Patriots are 1-4. Ooh, damn. Listen to this stats. Patriots overall 79. The offense is 79 and the defense is 81. Looks like I'm gonna have to look out for their top player, George Kittle. 22 catches, 204 yards, and 1 TD he has. Offensively, the Patriots are ranked number 15 with 8 passing touchdowns, 6 rushing TDs. They've only turned over the ball 3 times. Defensively, and I think this is why they're 1-4, they're ranked number 24 overall, and the best thing about is TDs allowed. Alright, so I should have an easy time with that, but let's take a look at the... Did Big Ben get signed? That is the thing we'll be looking at every week. Did Big Ben get signed? He is still a free agent. Damn. Eventually, I have a feeling somebody's going to take him in one of these modes. Just call it a hunch. Of course, we'll be playing next week against New England. Alright, let's check to see who won this past week as well. Of course, we'll take a look at the awards as well. So let's see. Okay, I don't need team schedule. I need the league schedule. Thank you. Week 5. Seahawks beat the Rams 38-21. Jets beat the Falcons 38-35. Lions beat the Vikings 36-34. Washington beat the Saints 30-24. Patriots beat the Houston Texans 28-21. So that was the first one of the season. Dolphins beat the Buccaneers 31-14. Packers lose to the Bengals 34-27. Denver beats Pittsburgh 35-18. Eagles beat the Panthers 45-21. Titans beat the Jags 29-21. Chargers make the comeback and beat the Browns 51-45. Raiders beat the Bears 38-13. Cardinals beat the Niners 27-24. Yeah, we just saw that one in. Bills beat the Chiefs 20-10, and I believe Kaepernick's on the Bills, so interesting. And Baltimore gets the first win of my franchise as they beat the Colts 24-7. Let's take a look at the season stats real quick. Your top 3, so we can see everything, because that doesn't really tell you much. Stats and awards. So let's see, who are the best in what situations? I think the Bills have Kaepernick, I believe. Yep, they got Colin Kaepernick, who's actually playing well for them. Unlike last year when he was drafted by the Packers when I did my fantasy thing. So let's see, your top 5 quarterbacks is Zach Wilson for the Cowboys, Rodgers for the Seahawks, Garoppolo for the Lions, Lamar Jackson for the Broncos, and Mac Jones for the Ravens. Ryan Fitzpatrick's doing good for the Chiefs. Alright. Of course, we know who leads the league in passing touchdowns, but let's take a look at the rest of that list. Lawrence is in 2nd, Wilson's in 3rd, Rodgers is in 4th, and Brady is 5th. Passing yards, of course, we know it's me, obviously, Mr. Zach Wilson. Followed by Rodgers, Garoppolo, Jackson, and Jones, okay. Interceptions, probably the Giants now have that locked up. Oh no, Trevor Lawrence still leads it with 16 interceptions. Stone, and then Jared Goff at 14, Matt Ryan with 13, and then Justin Fields with 10. As far as for rushing, who leads that right now, my thing? Always go to yards. Looks like it's Melvin Gordon for the Cowboys, followed by Bell as well in 2nd. Nick Chubb in 3rd for the Titans. Elliott for the Dolphins in 4th. And 5th, Kareem for the Chargers. As far as for touchdowns, it's... I I do this right. Gordon leads that, followed by Bell, and then it's Cam Akins for the Saints, Nick Chubb for the Saints, and then Patrick and then of course my boy Patrick for the Cowboys. As far as for receiving, I don't think I lead in receiving receptions, actually. I think that's somebody else. Who leads the league in receptions? Adam H. for the Cardinals. As far as for receiving yards, I think that would be where I come into play. Well, for the V leads it overall, followed by Julio Jones, Golden Tate, Travis Kelce, and then we have the one lone non-Cowboy in Tyler Boyd. And as far as for touchdowns, who leads that right now? Alright, it's a tie between Julio Jones, Golden Tate, Larry Fitzgerald, and Z. Sanders over 7. Followed by Kelce at 6. Alright. Who do the Patriots have real quick? Because that would help me a bit understand what I'm going up against this next week. Okay, they got Bridgewater as quarterback. Running game, they have Mike Davis and Jay Williams. Okay, so not a bad 1-2 a decent combination, more or less. Receiving core. So we're going to have to look out for George Kittle, it looks like. Alright. And lastly, before we go, we will look at the standings real quick. See who's still undefeated and whatnot, and take a look at every record in the divisions. Alright, so Dallas looks like to be the only team left undefeated. So let's go to each division. In the AFC North, the Bengals and Browns are tied at 3-2. Steelers and Ravens are at bottom of the barrel in the North at 1-4. In the South, the Titans lead it at 3-2, followed by Jacksonville at 2-3, tied with the Colts. And then the Texans are near the bottom at 1-4. In the AFC East, the Bills, being led by Colin Kaepernick, are tied with the Jets at 4-1 respectively. Dolphins are hanging around in there at 3-2, and the Patriots are 1-4. And in the AFC West, the Chargers with Tom Brady are atop of that division. They are tied with the Raiders, who are 4-1. Broncos are not that far behind at 3-2, and the Chiefs are still kind of in this race at 3-2. In the NFC, in the North, the Lions are currently leading in the North at 4-1, followed by the Bears at 3-2, so I'm sure that would make Giant Vibrator happy. Vikings at 2-3, and the Packers near the bottom at 1-4. Over in the South, the Saints lead that at 4-1, followed by the Buccaneers at 3-2, tied with Atlanta at 3-2. And then the Lord Carolina Panthers are 0-5, and I think they're the only team left who has not won a game right now in my franchise. Of course, in the East, which is the team in my division, Cowboys are 5-0, followed by the Giants at 2-3. And then it's Washington and Philly at 1-4. And then, of course, in the West, Seahawks lead that at 4-1, followed by the Cardinals 3-2, Niners 2-3, and the Rams 1-4. Alright, so the next time you see Madden, guys, will be next week when we make our week 7... No, we'd be in week 6 predictions, and then of course we head to New England as my Cowboys take on the Patriots. Thank you for watching. See you guys Thursday after the Rams-Seahawks game when we get back to one of our normal Let's Play streams. Until then, have a good night, and I'll see you all next time.